I came home unannounced on Christmas Eve. It was 31 degrees Fahrenheit that night. Snow in the driveway, silence in the air. My headlights cut through the fog as I pulled in, earlier than expected. I wasn't supposed to be home yet. Business trip, delayed flight, that's what she thought. But I walked toward the house and froze. There she was, my daughter, 8 years old, sitting on the steps, knees pulled to her chest, shivering. No coat, no blanket. Just her little body trembling in the cold, her lips pale. And inside, through the glass, I saw my wife, my partner of 11 years, laughing. A champagne flute in her hand, fire glowing behind her, music playing low. Another shadow moved in the room, a man. I picked my daughter up, her arms wrapped around my neck, weak, desperate. That's when something inside me shifted. The man I was died on those steps. I kicked the door open, glass rattled. The laughter stopped. She spun around, eyes wide. He stood frozen, glass halfway to his lips. I walked in with my daughter clinging to me and said 6 words. "You don't deserve this family." I once believed in her, believed in us. We built a life from scratch, tiny apartment, shared ramen dinners, cheap wine on anniversaries. I thought struggle bonded us. When our daughter was born, I told myself love had reached its purest form. But love blinds, trust deafens, and comfort rots people from the inside. She changed after the money came in. After I climbed out of the trenches and gave her a home with walls of stone, floors of oak, and closets big enough to lose yourself in. She stopped seeing me as a partner and started seeing me as a provider, a wallet with a pulse. I ignored the signs, the late nights, the sudden coldness, the fake smiles for neighbors, the perfume that wasn't hers, until that Christmas Eve. I played it calm. I set my daughter down, wrapped her in a blanket from the couch, and told her to go upstairs. She obeyed without a word, eyes wide, sensing the storm brewing. Then I looked at my wife, champagne glass trembling. Her lips parted, searching for excuses that wouldn't come. The man, her colleague of course, set his drink down slowly. I didn't shout, didn't curse. I just stood there, memorizing their faces. Weak, guilty, pathetic. That was the night I stopped being a husband, stopped being blind. That was the night I started planning. I played the role perfectly. Forgiveness, therapy, let's try again. She bought it. They always do. Guilt makes them desperate to believe they've been pardoned. But behind closed doors, I prepared.
First, the finances. Quietly, I shifted accounts, moved investments, set up trusts in my daughter's name that only I controlled. She thought the money was still ours. It wasn't. Second, the house. The deed rewritten. A clause buried in paperwork she never read. Signatures she gave without looking. The roof over her head stopped belonging to her the moment she stopped respecting what it stood for. Third, the evidence. Cameras in the car, a recorder under the bed, GPS logs, hotel receipts, texts pulled from cloud backups. I built a case brick by brick, solid enough to crush her. And last, the timing. Revenge isn't about rage, it's about patience. Strike too soon, and it looks like anger. Wait long enough, and it feels like destiny. So I waited. A year. Another Christmas Eve. Family gathering, neighbors, friends, even her parents, who always thought she deserved better than me. Champagne flowing again, fire glowing again. She laughed that same laugh by the fireplace. I raised my glass. To family, I said. Everyone echoed. Then I pressed play on the TV. Her laughter stopped. The screen lit up with her face. Hotel rooms, whispered conversations, her colleague's voice. Every betrayal, documented. Gasps filled the room. Her mother covered her mouth. Her father cursed under his breath. She stood frozen, pale, then red, then broken. The man beside her? Absent. He didn't have the guts to show up that night. I let it play, every second, until the last recording ended with her saying, "He'll never know." I looked at her, then at the crowd. "I knew," I said. Silence heavy as stone. She begged, tears, hands shaking, excuses spilling out like poison. But no one in that room listened. The evidence was louder than her voice. I handed her divorce papers, already signed, dated, irrevocable. She reached for me, but I stepped back. This house, this money, this family, it was never yours to destroy, I told her. Now, it's not yours at all. The guests watched, some in pity, some in awe. She broke down in front of everyone she once tried to impress. Her mask shattered, her empire of lies burned to ash. The divorce was swift, the evidence airtight. She left with nothing. No house, no savings, no custody. Only her shame, replaying in her head like the video I played for the world. My daughter never had to sit on cold steps again. Her room is warm, her future secured. She knows I fought for her, not with fists, but with precision. Sometimes at night, I replay that moment, walking through the door, daughter in my arms, her face turning pale. Those 6 words echo still. You don't deserve this family, and she never will again.